It's been nearly 2 weeks since the disappearance of Washington Post contributor Jamal Khashoggi. The U.S. resident was last seen entering the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. His supporters fearing the worst since Khashoggi was an outspoken critic of the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. President Trump says the U.S. is investigating the possibility he was murdered.
It's being looked at very, very strongly. We would be very upset and angry if that were the case. In the not too distant future, I think we'll know an answer.
A bipartisan group of senators are calling for sanctions against the Saudi government if it was involved.
I believe the Trump administration will do something. The president has said that. But if he doesn't, Congress will. That I can tell you.
Stop military sales, not only put sanctions on Saudi Arabia, but most importantly, get out of this terrible, terrible war in Yemen led by the Saudis.
The president says the punishment will indeed be severe, but stops short of saying what exactly it would be.
There's a lot at stake, and maybe especially so because this man was a reporter. There's something, you'll be surprised to hear me say that, there's something really terrible and disgusting about that if that were the case.
The Saudis have denied involvement, but according to a report from the Washington Post, Turkish officials claim otherwise and say they have the audio and video to back it up. Meanwhile, growing demands for U.S. officials to drop out of an investment summit in Riyadh next week.
I don't think we should continue as business as usual until we know exactly what's happened here, because what we do know is this: he walked into that consulate and he never came out.
On Sunday, Saudi officials promised retaliation against the U.S. should those sanctions be imposed, but have since walked that back in a tweet asking U.S. officials to refrain from jumping to conclusions. Amber Strong, CBN News in Washington.